You'll have to move your fan tail. I just moved that so you don't get a chocolatey butt.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I'll just remind you again, flash photography only for the first 5 minutes, and then we need to knock it off because it's really quite distressing.
No, it's not.
It is to me, man.
Well, today, class, I really feel like I should have a PowerPoint presentation.
I know.
How's everybody doing? Or rather, how you going? Now, I thought I caught a little audio backstage, and I was hoping you might indulge me with the chant as well. That is special. You guys have got that down.
You and Ian Thorpe are the only people in the world that are allowed to get that chant.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Pretty
But
much.
now I
and the
feel
Australian
special.
cricket team.
Well, it's, what are we going on, about 4 o'clock here? Is everybody awake? Everybody awake now? We need like some vats of coffee brought in for everyone. It's about that time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we got a couple who are agreeing with me over here in the front. Well, I see some hands raised. Maybe we should start asking, start with some answers and questions.
Yeah, yeah. So,
and all that good stuff.
Our microphone people, if you guys just want to put up your hand, someone will come to you with a microphone. Does anyone have a question? Handy. Where's our other microphone person?
You guys pick. I'm gonna dealer's choice. How about that? Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
Hi, how you going?
How you going?
Not too bad.
What's the proper answer for that? So there's many. Okay, good. I'll just pick one later. Hi.
I just wanted to know, like, we hear that you and Jared, sorry,
I do that all the time.
put in a lot of work, sort of preparing for your role and those types of things. Have you both sort of been offered to direct your own episode, or maybe sort of give your ideas as to, you know, putting in and creating your own episode together at all?
You know, I don't know about Jared. I know that that's something I'm interested in. Very difficult to do. We've had a lot of directors come on, the guest directors come on in the first several seasons, and this is not an easy show to direct by any means. It's not, you know, you don't just come in there. These guys aren't traffic cops that are doing the show, which is a lot of television, you know, is very kind of runs itself. You have a director come in and just kind of, you know, point here, point there, and it kind of runs itself. But this show, to tell this story and to produce the show the way that it's done, which I think it's one of the best produced television series on television, and that's just in a tribute to our post-production and our special effects and our visual effects and all the guys that push the buttons behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see. With that said, directing is a very difficult task. It's something that I would like to challenge myself to do, but it's also very difficult because there's only 2 guys in the show. So I'll use my buddy Tom Welling as an example. He's directed several episodes of Smallville, and he can do so because the cast is so large that they can write him light, and giving him the ability to prep an episode, edit an episode, and prepare for the episode in a directing style. We don't have that luxury because it's just Jared and I. So is it something I'd like to do? Yeah. Is it something that's going to happen? It would be very tough. No. Next question. Where is? There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
I was just wondering, what appealed to you the most about the script for My Bloody Valentine?
The 3D aspect.
Apart from that, was it the twist?
The 3D aspect.
What about the twist at the end?
Oddly enough, the end was not written the way it was
How was it written?
There were several different endings that we shot.
Would you like to share one?
You know, honestly, contractually, I don't know if I'm able to. But it was the twist was there, but it was just done. I don't think in the way that really kind of punched it home. And then Patrick Lussier, the director, you know, he had several ideas, and he ran it by me, and he ran it by the studio, and they loved it, and that's how we shot it. But to be honest, like you know, originally I had a conversation with the director, and he just seemed like a great guy, and I wanted to, you know, a lot of filmmaking and television making depends on the people that you work with and the crew that you surround yourself with. You know, it can either make for a great experience or it can make for a horrible experience. And with Patrick, he was one of the greatest people I've ever worked with. I mean, he's just a wonderful man, and so that was enticing for me. And again, I go back to the 3D aspect just because I'm kind of a technology geek, and I like the way I like to know how things are done and all of that kind of stuff. So when this opportunity came up, I was like, oh, that's how is this done? It's like, you know, high definition 3D. Yeah, I want to be a part of that. I want to see how that works. And not to mention the people that were already attached to it. Jamie King was already there, and I've heard good things about her. So it all just kind of fell into place.
Thank you. By the way, you're amazing.
Thank you. I don't really know how to respond to that. Thank you.
What? I don't want to stand up.
All right, where are we over here? Hi.
Are you and Jared good friends outside of the set?
Hate his guts.
What?
I hate his guts. I wish he wasn't alive. I'm only kidding. I get sarcastic late in the day. Yeah, we are. We're good buds. We kind of hit it off from the start. Had a lot of things in common, both from Texas, and have, you know, a lot of likes, a lot of interests, and so yeah, it is a rarity, I would say, to have a cast get along, kind of the you know, all the time, especially people that work together all the time. A lot of times you get a cast that just come in, they do their work, they go home, and they, you know, have nothing to do with the people that they work with. But it's not like that with Jared. I mean, we're co-workers, and we're you know, drinking buddies, and we hang out, and it's he's a good friend to have. Hi. Anyone?
Yeah, over here.
Hi.
Hello.
Wait, I lost you. Where'd you go?
Over here.
Hi. There you go. Oh, yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. What is the strangest thing a fan has ever done to you? And like, it doesn't question wise or whatever, but could we also see the famous blue steel face that you are very famous for pulling? If you can.
That's not famous by me, though. I'm totally ripping off a movie that, you know, it's let me answer your first question. The strangest thing a fan has ever done. I honestly, I don't think that there's necessarily a specific thing that would rank as the number one thing. There have been some odd things happen. There was one time, I was in London, and a girl came out of the crowd and leapt on me. And by leapt, I mean wrapped her feet around my waist, held the back of my head, and went in for a very violent kiss. She didn't get that far. I feel bad now, but I, you know, put a forearm in her throat. It's instinctual. Yeah, survival mode kicked in. That was interesting. Took two big burly men to get her off of me. And yeah, that was good times. And it's come to making faces.
Yep, over here.
Hey, how are you? Like the hat?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Did you lose a bet?
No,
Just messing with you.
that's all right.
Goes with the tie.
Two questions. Question A, you have a bit of a likeness to Robert Downey Jr. Is it a goal of yours to work together with him in a project?
Wow, I haven't heard that one. Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
No. Well, I will take that as a compliment because I think he's an extremely talented actor, and I would love to work with him. I mean, there's a long list of people I'd love to work with. There's a lot of talented people that work in this business, you know, and it's if you can surround yourself with that kind of talent, then it's bound to rub off.
Okay, and question B, what's the coldest temperatures you've done a shoot in on location?
Coldest temperatures?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. I'd say well below freezing. Well below freezing. Like, you know, you go to the Video Village, you go to craft service, and you pick up water bottles, and they're, you know, hard as rocks. So I'd say, you know, I don't know. What, Celsius or Fahrenheit here? Celsius. So I don't know, maybe minus 15. and not rain, obviously, but like freezing rain. So it's like pelting you in the side of the face. Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. All for the love of the show. Hi.
Hi. It's two parts. What's the thing you've kept since childhood? What's the one thing you've kept since childhood?
One thing I have kept since childhood, my dignity. Until today.
And the second part is a friend of mine always asks this for her blog. Captain Kirk or Captain Jack Sparrow?
Captain Kirk or Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yep. However you like to take it.
Fine, no offense to Shatner, but I gotta go Sparrow. I'm gonna put that on one of the odd question lists. Yeah.
Hello, over here. Oh, kind of stand up.
Hi.
How you going?
This is nice because, you know, you can just, and I'm not going to spin around like Jared does, you know.
All right, well, we have seen the Eye of the Tiger clip play today, and I'm pretty sure everyone here is a fan of that.
The Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah, Eye of the Tiger.
What is that?
You know what I'm talking about, yeah? Where you kind of rock out to Eye of the Tiger. My question was, oh, don't worry, it was really good. So my question was, who thought of that? Was it your idea?
It was not a pre-thought out situation by any means. It was...
So you just rocked out?
It literally was, Jared was supposed to come in and, you know, the scene ended up, the actual scene ended up in the show. I mean, he comes in before the lyrics ever even start up, and he, you know, the scene starts, I turn the music off, I get out of the car and we start talking. And he just decided that he didn't want to show up. You know, you can hear, if you listen to it, you can hear our assistant director going, Jared, action! And he's just standing there with his arms folded going, I'm going to see what he's going to do.
Well, I think we're pretty thankful that Jared didn't come into that scene.
Well, yeah. Wow.
Hi, Jensen.
It's a yell.
Over here.
Hi.
Hi. I've got two questions. One, are you going to the Easter show?
No, but I hear that T-shirt is.
Okay, so you did hear about that?
I heard about it.
The second question was, did you want to see it?
Did I want to see it?
Yeah, how he drew you.
Do I want to see it?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right, bring it up here real quick. Let me see it. I feel like a professor. This is fantastic. He's a savant. Oh.
I kind of a hug.
Oh yeah, I thought you said. Can I? She goes. I thought you said, "Can I cuddle you in bed?" Yeah, that'd go well with a girlfriend. Excuse me, honey. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, that's interesting. That picture. That's great. Moving on.
Hi, Jensen.
Hi. Oh, hey, down in front.
Hi. Lazarus Rising. You obviously weren't really buried alive in the opening scene. So can you tell us the mechanics of that?
Yes, that was... I hated that stuff. Waking up in the coffin, right? Waking up in the coffin.
Yeah.
It was an actual coffin that they had built that I had to climb inside, and then there was about just a square foot section taken out right here for the camera to get in. On top of that was maybe about 6 or 7 inches of crumbled Oreo cookies. Which is great, because they were actually going to use some, like, you know, non-toxic dirt. And then my makeup artist came up with the brilliant idea of, hey, why don't you use some Oreo cookies? You get, like, the Oreo crumbles for, like, the pie crust and stuff, right? So they got a bunch of bags of that. They piled it on top of the thing, and when I pulled the wood away, it all came down. Well, everything worked great. It was perfect. I forgot to put in my earplugs. So I was digging Oreo cookie out of my ear for, like, a week. And then the actual, I call it the birthing out of the ground, was we shot that in July up in Vancouver, and even though Vancouver gets very cold, it also gets very warm in the summertime, and it was very hot outside, and they actually dug a giant trench, and they built up a wood box that was, you know, you had to duck to get in. There was really only room for like 2 people in there. And then I had one little pipe for air, just a vented pipe, and I just stayed on there with just sweltering heat, and then crawl out of actual dirt, and the dirt's all over my face, and I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Jensen.
Hi.
How would you like to see your character end up in the final season, and how do you think the brothers' relationship will end in the final season?
You know, I get this question a lot, and it's a question that I ask a lot too, to, you know, Kripke and Bob Singer and the guys that are kind of responsible for the fate of the stories. And I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of different options. Obviously, I kind of like when the brothers are teamed up, you know. And this season they kind of split, especially towards the end. And I mean, I say that, of course, the logistics of it are, if, you know, we're together all the time, that means Jared and I are always working. And the nice thing about when we split up is, like, if they're shooting Jared's stuff, I actually get some time off, which is a rarity for myself. And then if they're shooting my stuff, then he's getting some time off. So selfishly, I like that. But I think for the storyline, I think it works better when they're together, fighting the evils of the world together. And I think going out, it's got to be like that, kind of a Butch Cassidy Sundance type of thing. Just put that anywhere where we have people for that. So yeah, something like that. Not Thelma and Louise. That's not where I'm going with that.
Hey.
I got a bigger laugh in L.A.
Oh my gosh, that's loud. Hi. I'm so scared. I have 2 questions for you. The first one is, you eat so much as Dean. I just want to know, what do you do personally to stay looking so damn hot?
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I don't eat. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I do eat a lot as Dean, and it's, when I read those scenes in the scripts, it's just like, ugh. But at the same time, I'm a sucker for comedy. So if I think it might get a laugh, then what the hell? And then aside from that, I don't know, just eat healthy and exercise when I can.
And question number 2 is, in season 1 episode Asylum, you asked Sam what sidekick he thought was hotter, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Patricia Arquette, or him. Who do you personally think's hotter?
Do I have to answer this question? Can I plead the 5th? Hi. Well, I'm going to have to go Patricia Arquette. Simply because I love true romance. Thank you. You're welcome.
Right here.
Scanning. Boop, boop, boop. Gotcha.
Our favourite episode is Yellow Fever. Can you please reenact the cat scream?
Might damage his voice if he does
They
that.
just did it for me. Are you kidding me?
Don't want to give you no choice.
I lost my voice doing that. That was the stupidest thing I think I've ever done. That was, no. I don't think I can.
No, you haven't done a voice warm-up.
Yeah, exactly. We had to do the scene where I toss Sam the keys and I say I quit over the Impala. We had to shoot that right after the cat scene, and I literally had to, like, they made me some sort of tea concoction to get my voice back because I was so hoarse. Again, can I stop talking about this now? It's very painful memories in my brain. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Up here.
Thank you. Just start waving your arms frantically, and then I'll find you. That works. Hi.
I was just wondering which kind of character do you prefer to play, like the funny guy, the hero, or the villain?
The funny guy hero. I mean, that's what I grew up, like the Indiana Jones type guys, where that's the good stuff for me. But also playing the villain can be therapeutic. Kind of get all that stuff out of you. Not that I have any of that stuff. Next.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I was just wondering, it's a bit of a segue, but with 10-inch Hero, all the tattoos and the piercings and the mohawk, how long did it take to sort of get ready every day before shooting?
At first, it took a while, but it was, I don't know, a couple hours. Excuse me. It was a couple hours, and then by, halfway through the shoot, we got it down to, a little under an hour. What was really bad was that the facial designs that I had going on with my facial hair that was all my beard and just shaved in those funky way. And then we shot the last scene of the movie where I had to be completely shaven, and then realized that we had to go back and shoot some other stuff the next day. So it was because it was a low budget production, they couldn't go get the real nice beard stuff. So my poor makeup artist and myself had to show up at 6 a.m. and she had to individually place each hair on my face, and I wanted to kill myself by the end of that day. So that day took a lot longer. But the tattoos, it's just a stencil, and then they airbrush the tats on, and those are pretty simple. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi.
Where?
Other side.
Couldn't actually
wait.
It's vodka. See? Good man. Good man.
Hi.
I'm still completely lost.
Other side. Other side.
There. Hi.
Hi. Throughout your time with filming Supernatural, have you had a outstanding moment?
You can put your hand down. That's
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So one more time.
Throughout your time of filming Supernatural, have you had a moment that stood out?
That stood out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot. That's pretty much all I do for 9 months out of the year. I would say, and I've said this before, so some of the emotional scenes kind of take their toll a little bit more than the other ones. The stunts and the funny stuff. Those are just to kind of leave a little bit more of a mark. So, you know, that one scene where Sam is lying dead in the bed, and a Dean fan, huh? We'd come out here and throw some stuff at you. You know, those moments kind of stand out to me, you know, just because of kind of the emotional toll they take, and it's, I don't know, that sounds really, really cheesy, and I'm sorry, but I hope that helps. Where are we now?
Is there someone on that side?
Yeah. Up here. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. You kind of just mentioned it then, but in certain episodes, Jared and yourself, you all like scream each other's names and stuff, but season 2, All Hell Breaks Loose, part 1, where Sam's lying in the dirt and you scream Sam. How did you do that so well, basically?
You know, I have a brother.
It made her cry. Almost. I didn't, yeah.
I have a brother, and you know, and Jared is, I mean, he's, you know, a close a friend as you know, anyone that I have, so really it doesn't, you don't have to like, I don't have to think of like, you know, a horrible moment in my life, or, you know, picturing the horrible things happening, like, just kind of like let the scene take its toll. And I think Jared was touching on it earlier. I heard a little bit of it backstage, but he, you know, he was saying that sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. And it necessarily, you know, you don't plan the tears. Sometimes it just kind of happens, and sometimes you wish that it happened and it doesn't. But that one, I do know Bob Singer was directing that episode, and there was a crane shot, kind of a big high and wide that comes off of the two of us, you know, me holding Sam on our knees there, and that was supposed to be the end of the last shot of the episode. And I forget who talked him into it, but then they immediately cut to me screaming, you know, Sam, and it's that easy. So yeah, it just works. Sometimes it comes together, sometimes it doesn't. There's probably a lot of scenes that you've seen that should have been probably more emotional than they were, and they weren't, and that's just the luck of the draw, you know. Sometimes you nail it, and sometimes you do it, and you're like, well, good thing it's a television series. Another day, another dollar.
Jensen, hi. You recorded a song with Jason Mann. I was wondering if that's something you'd like to do your own solo album, and if so, what direction of music would you go into?
No, probably not. I got a couple of friends, and I don't know, for you that don't know, a couple of my buddies play music, and they're very talented, and you know, we'll get together, and I can play the guitar minimally, but it's kind of funny. You just have little jam sessions, and sometimes, you know, you sing a song, and that's about it. That's about as far as it goes. It's just kind of my own personal enjoyment, and, you know, that's what I do. I'll let Sing For You, really? I'm not going to sing for you. This isn't a concert. Crying out loud. Wouldn't it be great if somebody just came out with a guitar and started playing the guitar, and I just broke into some crazy song? That's your cue. That's just kidding. So yeah, probably not.